see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to fire. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And how about the defense setting the tone in this game? First drive, first mistake made for the offense. Nice job forcing the INT. And how about this? They had 3 last week. They're looking to get 3 again this week.
Great place to start for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Maddox. Firing toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The Razorbacks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping.
Whooping, going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. That Auburn offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Makes the grab. It's Craver. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Takes a handoff. It's Grove. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
We'll give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they created a negative play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Robinson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take the deep shot. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Auburn!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll move the tight end. The hand to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle, and with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Auburn lines up quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Hand off from the gun. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Illinois. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the run, fires downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. On the run, it's Turner. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Back to pass on second down. Skips away from pressure. Sails one into the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking for a man. It's Maddox. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. They go to the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for space. It's Blow. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Davidson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. These defenses were reeling in the first quarter. See if they can get their sea legs in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the Razorbacks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Rides the back on the option to give. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Maddox. Makes the catch, it's Brown. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's going for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He's looking to pass. Here's the pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10. He'll try to help out their field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Grabbed in the middle. It's close. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Out of the gun to give to the back. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, sweet feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Tigers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Purdue. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything. He lets it fly. Makes the grab outside. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Gives it on the option. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up a 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. After run, now throw. Punts it out of the air. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Razorbacks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Arkansas! A great catch and run for 6. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they... Turning it on! They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Auburn lines up quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Leaves it with the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where it was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
The give to the tailback.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Maddox. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Ready to send out this offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Get a hat trick of touchdowns as a Razorback running back, and they start bringing up names like Alex Collins and Madre Hill and Darren McFadden.
How unbelievable is that? Just to be mentioned with those kind of names, that shows you what kind of day this young man's having. Running the football with authority. Arkansas fans, I can promise you, are proud of this young man.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. The give out of the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. From the gun, running back on the move. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with the lone back. Still running at the 40. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
The Razorback just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Running back searching for a hole. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a gap. It's Voorhees. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Lets it go to the end zone. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. I know there's pressure, especially in this area of the field, to get to the quarterback, but you can't give up a 1st and goal there. Power football with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Arkansas.
The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. Wants to throw. It's Maddox. Under fire. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 4 over Purdue. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Bring in the heat. Finds a spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The give on the inside. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Offense, quick tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for room. It's Robinson. He's brought down, just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Motion from the wideout. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now with a first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Rides to back and leaves it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
That defense in front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
He'll set up to throw. Into the end zone. Looking to get it in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll run the option. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And you kind of thought that situation, QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Toss sweep to the right. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, you see that blocking and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it going.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here's a heat. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field. You've given up a lot of yards on this drive. But if they go for this here on fourth down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little far. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Hands it off. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Turning it on. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
To the air on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Davidson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Craver. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped. A tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air. It's Maddox. Pressure coming. Quickly to the tight end. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Those last 2 runs have been disastrous. Would they dare go to a draw on 3rd and 16? Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team